Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bobby here from I'm the Kid, and today I have Zacharias Holmes. He's a up and coming YouTuber that does stunts. He was also a guest star on Tosh.0. And how are you doing today, Zacharias?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me on the show, man.
That's no problem. Yeah, so what made you want to start to do the stunts?
Okay, well, I started doing stunts back, I was given a video camera back, like, when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
And, I started filming, like, skits and stuff, and then, like, it ended up, and I kept on doing that, like, with my friends all the way into, like, middle school and high school. And then, like, in high school, we started to notice that, like, when we would do stuff where we'd accidentally hurt ourselves and stuff like that, or, like, we would film stuff, like, on, like, Jackass-like stuff, because we were watching Jackass sort of heavily.
Yeah.
But we noticed that if we filmed, like, Jackass-like stuff, we were getting way better reactions than our skits. And so we started filming, like, stunts and things, like, and then coming up with our own original ideas. And then we started a crew called Laugh or Die, and we ended up making a couple, like, DVDs and stuff, sort of like the CKY, like style type thing.
Yeah.
And we made, like, a few DVDs of doing stunts, and, like, that was back in, like, but it went, like, really heavy doing that. And then we started calling it Region Rats. But from, like, 2008 to about 2011, I was stunting, like, I was, like, doing stunts, like, pretty hardcore. But mainly it was only going viral I was making viral videos, and, like, that was my job at the time. It was, we were licensing videos to Break.com and different TV shows and websites, and having people come out and interview us and all this crazy shit. Like, so I've been doing stunts for a long time, actually. But then I went on a hiatus for a while and just stopped doing it. And then I went to jail, and I came out of jail, and I got a job, and I was like, dude, fuck this job. And I'm going to start doing stunts again. And then I shot myself in the face with a Roman candle. I went completely viral. And then I kept on doing the solo things, and kept on doing stunts, really. I just have a wealth for doing stunts in general, like, the whole, like, Jackass genre, like, the whole genre of that entertainment, like, you know, just, pretty much, like, like, the whole, like, stunt genre in general, like, I just want to keep that alive. And, like, no one was really, like, there are other stunt crews out there, but my whole, like, mission is to keep that genre of entertainment alive.
Yeah, nobody's really been doing it.
That's why I do what I do, and that's why I do it as hard as I do it.
Yeah, so, out of all of your stunts, I know you've done a lot, what's the one that's, like, messed you up the most? Because I know that the stunts do mess you up. Like, I saw the one whenever you put the hooks in your back, and then, that was just...
Oh, the hooks in my back, that didn't even mess me up at all. That was actually just a body suspension. That was perfectly, like, dude, I had no scars. I have no scars from that. That was just something I did for fun. That wasn't even really a stunt. That was just me, a lot of people do that. It's just called body suspension. It's actually, like, really tranquil and, like, just a really fun experience, actually. It's really hard to explain, like, just, like, how it feels, but it's, like, really euphoric and awesome, actually. I recommend anyone that has a chance to suspend to body suspend, because it's fucking fun. But the thing that's fucked me up the most would be the suicide vest. I had third-degree burns from when I wrapped all the firecrackers around me because of that fuse. It was the fuse that got me, not the firecrackers. Injury-wise, though, like, other than third-degree burns, when I shot the Roman candle in my face, I had to get, like, 5 stitches, so that was about it. And recently, I just got a concussion doing a stunt.
What stunt were you doing when you did it? Or got it?
I was trying to slingshot 200 thumbtacks into my forehead with pretty much we started out being like there was a piece of cardboard and this giant slingshot that had 200 thumbtacks on it, and then it ended up being a fucking piece of wood, and that piece of wood fucking like fucked me up pretty bad. And I had to go to the hospital and everything.
So
yeah.
When I saw that video, like, whenever the thumbtacks got stuck in your head, were they stuck? Like, you had to wait to get to the hospital to get them out, or did you just pull them out?
Oh, I just pulled them out myself, dude. Yeah, I just pulled them out myself. Yeah, no, that's like the ordinary. Because I did a stunt before that where I jumped onto 1,500 thumbtacks, like belly flopped onto them.
Yeah.
And then, like, I smashed my head into all the thumbtacks and got tons of thumbtacks stuck in my forehead on purpose, you know. And that was sort of what I was wanting to achieve, but with the slingshot, you know, like that kind of effect. But it just wasn't working. And then, but then that video ended up being sort of pretty fucking crazy anyways because of how hard it hit with that last two, with the piece of wood, because it hit freaking hard. Yeah.
So how was your Tosh.0 experience?
Oh, Tosh is definitely not as much of a dick as I thought he would be. Like, he was actually really cool and pretty chill. Like, he wasn't like, I really thought like he might be a dick. And then, like, the thing is, though, they bring people on that show to either make fun of them, like, hardcore, and, like, actually, like, you know, like, as a joke, they bring them on there, or they bring them on there because they think they're actually cool, or, you know, or funny, or have something to, like, bring, like, to the internet. And, like, mine was, you know, was more of a, you know, hey, this guy's actually pretty cool. So, so it was a really cool experience. Like, I had a fucking really fun time in LA, like, going out there and filming. Or, like, 2 hours. Dude, it was only supposed to take 3 hours to film that whole thing. It took fucking 9 hours to film everything. for that whole freaking day. It was insane.
How many takes did it take?
How many takes?
Yeah, like, takes did it take to, like, get that?
Pretty much, like, the interview. First off, the interview was just, like, a full-on 30 minutes of just us interviewing each, like, we just talked for 30 minutes, and then they cut out what they wanted. That's what we did first. And then I was in the green room, and they were setting, dude, they built up that whole set just for me, and that wall from that American Nutshell Warrior wall is the wall from American Ninja Warrior. They bought that for me. Like, yeah, like, literally, that was from American Ninja Warrior, like, they, you know, from the set and everything. But yeah, so, like, pretty much I would go out there and I would do, like, I did all the stunts that were out there. Like, I was signed on as a stuntman for that show, not just an actor. So I did all the stunts except for the one with the bar, you know, where I was, like, going up and, like, you know, going higher and higher with the bar. That was the one thing I physically couldn't do. But I mean, there was, like, multiple takes of everything though. But mainly it was just because they wanted different angles and shit.
Yeah.
But what hurt the most though during that whole shoot was jumping on that trampoline onto those freaking rounded metal bars. Dude, that was horrible. I fucked my shit up. Dude, my legs, my crotch, everything was purple and blue, dude.
Did you have to go to the hospital afterwards?
No, I didn't go to the hospital afterwards. Dude, I actually signed an agreement saying I wouldn't sue them or anything, like, right before that. They had, you know, since I was doing all my own stunts and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I had a stunt coordinator there, like, dude, and then, like, that American Ninja Warrior wall, that was only being held up by a cherry picker, dude. Like, by, a scissor lift. Like, they were like, oh, did you guys reinforce the wall? And they're like, oh, yeah, no, we think it'll be fine. Well, what about his weight? And the stunt coordinator guy was like, well, what about considering his weight? They touched it and almost fucking fell over, dude. Like, if I would have went up there, I would have died. That guy, like, saved my life, dude. Great dude. But I had a lot of fun on that show, dude. I had nothing but love and respect for those guys and everyone that helped in that show.
How often do you have to go to the hospital after your stunts?
Usually I try not to, like, ever, because of, if I go to the hospital here in town, last time I tried to go to the hospital here in town, they tried to put me on a 24-hour, like, psych hold because they've seen my videos. Like, I went after the Roman candle thing, and then I had to go back in to get stitches taken out. Then I went in for another stunt injury, And they were like, yeah, okay, well, you're clearly inflicting this on yourself. And then like, I had to convince, it took like 4 hours of me convincing them I'm not trying to kill myself. And they were like saying that they were going to, put me on a psych hold pretty much. So I don't go back there. If I get hurt, I drive a good half an hour to go to a different hospital. So I don't go to a psych hold, because in Indiana they can actually put you on, like, if a doctor thinks you're suicidal or like of any type of any ways you're gonna hurt yourself, which is my job, they can put you on a psych hold for 48 hours without any warrant or permission from you or consent from you.
So it's basically like jail for 48 hours.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then it's like, screw that. Yeah, so but I'm not going to have to worry about that too much soon, because I have like bigger companies backing me now. I can't really say like who, but we have a lot of really big things coming, especially TV things.
Yeah. So I recently saw that you were trending on YouTube with that like try not to laugh video. You were like on the cover.
Yes. Yes.
How much traffic did that bring to your channel?
Dude, honestly, not a lot, because we didn't get credited for it. We don't we didn't get credited for that video at all. Like, so not like we didn't get any, like, barely anything was brought up from it, and we just got our channel back actually to upload, because we got our second strike recently. So, but we don't, I can't monetize on YouTube or anything, because all of our video content is against YouTube's guidelines.
For real?
Yeah. So if I make money off the video, I have to license it through a third-party agency, and that's my job pretty much. And they license videos to TV shows and websites, like the Daily Mail and like all those other clip shows and all that kind of stuff, and like those different news websites, and even like some of those Facebook pages. Like those pages like buy videos. Like that's their job.
Yeah.
But I go through different agencies to license videos. That's my job as of right now. What were you into that?
I recently also saw that you were like helping in like some type of music. What do you do there? Do you sing? Do you rap? Do you film music videos? Like, what do you do?
What about? No, I do make music videos. I like film and direct music videos for mainly hip hop artists. But I don't really have like a lot of stuff online right now. But I'm going to be getting back into that soon too on the side. But I have a lot of I have more stunt related stuff that I have to do first before I get back into that again.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a lot of filming stuff that I'm going to be doing very, very soon here. That's a lot bigger than than YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I can give away like some stuff. Like, okay, I am filming with Steve-O soon. But that doesn't have to do with any of my TV stuff. I'm going to film with Steve-O in April. And XYZ, because I'm sponsored by, I'm just part of the XYZ family. XYZ is a skateboarding clothing company that started in 1992, strong since 1992. They were the original company to sponsor Steve-O, and it's Danny Way and Steve-O, and there were some other skateboarders that were involved in it at the time. Like back in the day in the early 90s, they were the first people to discover Steve-O and sponsor him, and then they decided to bring some life back into it. And Steve-O's, then they had Steve-O do some videos for it, and then they connected with me after they saw some of my videos, some of my skate videos, mainly like my first skate fail. And then they've been sending me stuff like clothes and all that kind of stuff ever since, and I've been